Mm-hmm. We are.
Ooh, dirty stuff over here.
Mm-hmm.
Dirty stuff over here. Dirty bowls and dirty sink.
Burnt.
Don't come look at the sink.
Don't look at the sink.
Stay away from the sink. Still have that from last night.
Hello, everybody. Hey, Brother Charles, can y'all hear me? Let me make sure you can hear me. I forgot to turn off my Bluetooth. Sometimes that's a problem. If somebody will let me know that you can hear me, that'd be fantastic. All right, you can hear me. Hello, Karen. Hello, everybody. Hey, Chad. What's up, man? We're doing some Shibboleth meal ideas in the kitchen. We're doing weight loss support, connection, accountability, all that stuff. Anything, everything's on the table for tonight. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Sasha and I have been working today, and Brother Charles, I hate to tell you, no chocolate cake tonight. We're getting to the close of our day. This is kind of late for us. We get up about 3:30, 4 o'clock, but it's still dinner time. We've been waiting all day on our dinner, and we're going to put together some grub. Now, Sasha is going to come on board in a moment, and she's going to walk us through some, I can't even say all that, chocolate chip, pumpkin, peanut butter, something. Whatever it is, it sounds really good. We're going to do that in just a few moments. Right now, I'm putting us together a dinner that was quick and easy because, again, you know, we're living real life here. And I assume most of our members are living real life too. You know, you're unable to have a gourmet dinner every night. You know, that's one of the things about trying to lose weight. Man, we want to entertain ourselves with food every day. We all eat out a lot, you know, and life just isn't that way all the time for everybody. Some nights you just got to put together some sustenance. And I've been waiting all day on my meal. I've had one little light meal earlier in the day. And Wednesday night is usually our date night. And we didn't do date night tonight. We've been working really hard, and we're staying in. So I kind of waited on this dinner tonight, kind of save my calories so that I could have a little glass of wine at the end of the day. So I'm having me a little glass of wine. This is Dry Farm wines. I don't just drink any wine. It's called Dry Farm wines. And it's very healthy wine. It's not like the ones that you buy at the supermarket. I get these. It's a curated group of wines that comes from overseas, and they're very healthy. There's nothing artificial in them. They're really good for you. So I'm having me a half a snack for those of you that do like a little wine occasionally. I'm having this wine. This is a half a snack. Counts as I know it's not like a snack, but that's how we count it in our program, and it counts as a half a snack while I'm putting together our little dinner. And we're not able to do, a really nice, robust whole food combination meal tonight. So I've threw us something together, and I'll show you what that is. And then Sasha's going to come and do the chocolate chip pumpkin, all that long title. She's going to do that for y'all in just a moment. But tonight, we also want to answer your questions. By the way, we have a few people starting to tune in. We got 17 people with us now. My name's Travis. This is my wife, Sasha. It's weird on the phone because it's backwards.
Or backwards.
So
I feel like I'm on
this is my wife, Sasha. And she's the owner of Shibboleth, and I'm the founder. Together, we've lost more than 150 pounds. Sasha wasn't on any prescription medications. I was on many. I'm no longer on any. Glory to God. Bless the name of the Lord at all times. I am on no prescription medications anymore. Program's changed my life, and now it's changing tens of thousands of other lives as well. And we hope that it will change your life too. All right, so y'all please feel free to share the video. We got very few people coming tonight. So please share, invite people to come tonight, and let's talk weight loss and wellness and have a good time for a while. Let me show you what we're having. This is a pretty clean meal. I wouldn't say that this is a very processed meal. We did have something that's processed along with a whole food, and I'll show you what we're having for dinner once we get off the video. It was quick, it was easy. So I'm having some, that's hot. I'll probably spill that, so I probably should just lean this forward. I'm having a category 1 plus 2 plus 3, which neutralizes insulin. So here, if you can see that, I'm taking some pollock. This is a fish, category 1 fish, very lean. I added a little MCT oil to my pan. And of course, I'm having a little more fish than Sasha is. She likes a little bitty piece of fish, and I like a lot of fish. It's still going to fit on our portion control plate. So we've got our fish. And then for my category 2 and 3, I'm having what looks to be, having to do my own camera work here, what looks to be some rice. It looks like rice, it tastes like rice, but what this really is, let me move this back again. It's okay, I'll do it myself. It's Fiber Gourmet. Fiber Gourmet riced pasta. Is fortified with fiber. So it's got 7 grams of protein in a serving. And it looks like at a glance it's going to be way too high in carbohydrate for Shibboleth, because it says it's got 40 grams of carbohydrate. That would normally kick it out. Anything over 30 grams of carbohydrate, with or without protein and fiber, is going to shut down your fat burning. So you want to stay away from things that are more than 30 grams of carbs in any given meal. And then even if it does have carbs, you've got to have the right combination to shut down insulin. Insulin is the fat bus. It is a fat storage hormone. It stops your efficient fat burning, and then what happens when your pancreas secretes that insulin, you're going to store any fat that you're consuming. Now, even if that were the case for me, I'm using MCT oil, medium chain triglyceride oil. It's a different kind of fat. It has almost no propensity to be stored as fat. But what if my fish was cooked in some sort of olive oil or something, and then I had regular rice? I would store all that fat. So food combinations is the way. I've got this lean protein with no fat, and I've got medium chain triglyceride oil cooked into the fish that has our dogs are having fun over there, having no propensity to be stored on my body as fat. But then I've got this rice that says it's got 40 grams of carbohydrate. But wait, out of that 40 grams of carbohydrate, there are 22 grams of fiber. 22 grams of fiber. And 7 grams of protein. We are shutting the fat bus down with this category 2 plus 3. So for those of you that are members, fish is a 1. We didn't alter the category it was in because we cooked MCT oil into it instead of a olive oil or vegetable oil. And we've got the rice, which is a 2 plus 3. So I've got a 1 plus 2 plus 3. Now, while Sasha's getting ready for chocolate chip, pumpkin something, pumpkin, chocolate chip, pumpkin, chocolate chip, pumpkin, I can't say all that. I'll show you this, and then I'm going to put me some Reynolds wrap around it so that it's ready later. But I'm going to portion control it, and I'm literally eating exercise on a plate. It's delicious. Fish and rice, our style. Were these clean, babe?
Yes.
We just living real life around here. Travis, why don't y'all do a better job with your photography? Well, we're working all day. We're not like all those programs online. We're just real people with real results. So I've got my portion plate here. And the one that I'm using, the rice that I'm using, is they have many flavors. This is Spanish pilaf, and it comes with a seasoning pack, which made things really easy. And for those of you that you're really big eaters and you're used to huge portions, it's mainly because the provocation of insulin. You're eating things that are heavy in sugar and starch without enough protein and fiber. And it's not that you don't have discipline. Your pancreas is releasing that growth hormone, insulin. It upregulates your appetite so that you can't help but have an appetite. But when you eat the right portion, but with all this protein and fiber, here I've got about 30 grams of protein. We don't even have to count that. We're going to talk it out anyway. I've got about 30 grams of protein. I could just use my two-hand rule and I'll always be okay with Shibboleth approved foods. But I got 30 grams of protein and I got a ton of fiber, more than 20 grams of fiber on this plate. This is literally exercise on a plate. When I consume this, I'm going to get massive blood flow to my digestive system. The life and health of the flesh is in the blood. All that blood flow means I'm expending energy. And I'm already inefficient fat burning, so this just means more weight loss. My body's literally got to tap in to stored fat to even break this meal down. Somebody ought to shout, because that's exercise on a plate. This is how I lost more than 100 pounds, is taking every food, understanding how it breaks down in my body, and just pairing the right other foods with it so that I get that thermal effect and I preserve muscle. All right, Sasha, I just went over what our dinner is going to be, and it was simple, it was quick. Sorry it wasn't one of those recipes that we do, but we just run out of time today. So that's going to be our quick dinner. And now Sasha's going to come and she's going to start on these pumpkin, chocolate chip, pumpkin something others. All right?
Yes.
I'll kind of monitor the thread here and try my best to answer any questions if there happens to be any. It's really quiet in here. Sasha, what happened? Did we run everybody off? We had like 500 the other night, and tonight we've got 18. But we're happy for the 18. We're glad that y'all will put up with us.
Aw, maybe our...
Is there a way to go and see previous videos of your on-the-spot recipes? I just became a partner. So Carolyn, if because we're live, if I don't get you what you need, Tammy, if you're with us, Tammy, I think Tammy's with us, write down Carolyn's name. There is a slew of, and thank you for becoming a partner. There's a slew of We Fixed It videos where we did some recipes in front of the camera. And then lately, this is like the 4th night that we've done this, and those should be in the video library too. So we love you too. So if Tammy, are you still with me? If you can get Carolyn McCarthy's name, and then tonight or tomorrow, send her some links of how to get into the We Fixed It videos and get into also the last recordings that we've done. They're a little longer. We Fixed It videos are just like 5 minutes or less, something like that. Whereas these that we're doing, they're we're in the kitchen talking it out.
And are these on the website, or are these just on Facebook?
Well, these are supposed to be on the website too. If the team didn't know how to do it, I can show them tomorrow if they'll remind me, because you can download these videos that we do on Facebook.
Yeah, so they should be in the...
Lisa asked, could you use Pam spray or ghee butter to cook the fish? Yes. You can use Pam. I like to use MCT oil or ghee. Tonight, I used MCT oil for no reason known to me, because usually I would use ghee with my fish. I really love cow ghee, and it makes for a great sauté sauce with shrimp and fish in particular. So yeah, you could definitely do that. Does Cartersville have a group that gets together anymore? No, we've tried that and exhausted our ability financially to do that. So we're online now. We do have a Kennesaw Center. It's not open very many hours, but it does host a couple of classes a week. If you'd like to check those out, we can send you information. But mainly we're an online program now. We do offer one-on-one. And we don't charge people for that, being a ministry first and foremost. We have a team of people that will meet with you one-on-one if you just book the appointment. But otherwise, I'm online every single day, Monday through Friday. And she's going to correct me now.
Well, I was only going to say that after the holidays...
I'm going to need my wine.
After the holidays, we'll have another class in... I think it's at Liberty Square Church. It's Becky
Walraven. I forgot. You were right to interrupt me. Yeah.
Yeah. So we were having them. They were meeting at the church. I think it was Liberty Square. And after the holidays are over, then she'll be meeting back there again. I believe it was on a Wednesday nights, but she just did stop those for the holidays, and then they'll be back over at the new year. So you can look out for those in Cartersville. And she had a nice group of ladies meeting over there. So
thank you for that. Thank you, Chad. And please let us know how we can help. Maybe one day the good Lord will see us have people that are willing to, volunteer and moderate meetings all across. We've got members now. We've got members now in every state of the nation. And we hear that a lot. People really want that in-person connection. And maybe one day the good Lord will help us figure that out financially, how to do that. I forgot about that. I'm sorry, Becky Walraven. I'm sorry, Sasha. Dickerson. I still call her Wall. I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah. No, I mean, it'd be great, because that's what we want, is for people to be able to host meetings in their homes and for accountability and to
might have to share
share recipes and things like that. So that would be great. So this recipe is new to the
fish out of the way, and
I don't really need that space,
okay.
but you can.
All right.
So it's new to the website. I just added it tonight. And you'll have to help me out with the portion on it, because it is new. And I saw it on TikTok video, and I thought, we have everything I can substitute that needs to be substituted to make this approved. So that is what the dogs have said. Why do they want to go crazy as soon as we jump on? It's like kids wanting to talk to you as soon as you get on the phone. They're fine. I just want to make sure that y'all can hear me squeaking over the dogs. But this is pumpkin, peanut butter, chocolate chip, yum, yum, yum. So I thought I'll try this tonight. But like I said, it has not been, other than me telling you what was in it, and you said go for it, I have not decided how to portion it correctly. So we're making the mini muffins.
You gotta try it. This is really good.
Okay.
This is delicious. Isn't that good? Why would anybody eat white rice?
That's really good.
That's better than white rice.
Yeah, that's really good. That's shocking how
great that is.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so for my for my recipe, I've got pumpkin puree. I've got 3/4 cup of pumpkin puree. Should have planned that a little bit better. I just added it, and Tammy, if you are here, I think I saw you on here. You can post the link to this in this thread if you want to. It is the very most recent recipe added to the library. It's the pumpkin, it's called Flourless Pumpkin Chocolate Chip Muffins. And I haven't added the picture yet because the last time I made them, I didn't take a picture, but we're taking a picture tonight, so the picture will be up there with them. But it's a great, you know, breakfast treat or snack, or, I mean, obviously it's pumpkin season, but the pumpkin flavoring is not super overwhelming. And the you can substitute out, actually, if you like the butternut squash puree or something like that instead, you could add that to it instead. So, but this one is super easy, just a minimal number of ingredients. So I've got a 3/4 cup of the pumpkin puree, which is category 2. So you're already off to a great start. It does call for 1 cup of peanut butter. So our peanut butter that we choose, around this house is the Skippy Natural. If I just want a plain peanut butter, we do use a lot of the Nuts and More and the Peanut Butter and Company brands because I love Peanut Butter and Company chocolate dreams. And if you haven't done, thank you, Tammy, that was it. If you have not done a peanut butter and then a chocolate peanut butter and company on like a tortilla, just put those together. You can either do 1 tablespoon of each for your meal, or I don't even eat that much of it, but these mixed together on this, the tortilla, they're like having little eclairs. So it's such a nice treat and a nice snack. So those are fantastic. So we have these in our store, and I know sometimes you can find some of the flavors at Publix, and I'm not sure what other grocers carry those, but this is the Peanut Butter and Company Dark Chocolate Dreams, and it is exactly that. It's very, very good. So, but I'm gonna have 1 cup of this peanut butter. I think I need to open my other one, actually. So I've got 1 cup of the peanut butter. I'm gonna have, it called for a 1/3 cup of maple syrup, so I'm using our sugar-free syrup. Just a Publix brand sugar-free syrup. It also called for 1 whole egg, but I am using 2 egg whites in place of my whole egg. So we're gonna take the egg whites from 2 eggs. I was gonna use our egg whites from Egg Whites International, but they're still frozen. They're frozen in the back. So got 2 egg whites. We're gonna have some salt and some cinnamon, salt and baking soda, and 1/2 cup of mini chocolate chips. So we use the Lily's. We already took them out of the bag because I don't know why those bags are made the way that they are, but we're gonna use the Lily's semi-sweet chocolate chips. I forget if they're called, they're not sugar, maybe they are sugar-free, but anyway, they're the Lily's brand. We really like those a lot. They're the dark, I think these are dark chocolate. So, but that's it. It's a pretty easy ingredients. I'm also going to make the mini muffins. It says the recipe will make 20, but this is a 12. This pan is for 12. So I'm probably gonna overflow into my larger pan. But I'm gonna try to make a mini. So the first thing we're gonna do is, Travis, don't go far because I'll have my back to the camera and I won't be able to. I can't walk and chew gum. So we're gonna go. I'm just gonna really put everything in the bowl and mix it all together, and then I'm gonna spoon it into the tray. So this is just a super easy, nice recipe for.
I got hiccups.
For the holidays. Is that my 3rd cup? Nope, that's a 4th cup. I mean, that's a 3rd cup. I need a 3/4 cup. So I'm gonna spoon in my 3/4 cup of the pumpkin puree. So right now, so far, I've got a category 2. I've got a category 6 in my peanut butter. and I've got category 1 in my eggs. So that's why I decided not to use the whole egg, because the whole egg would have been a category 4. And in order to not store this as fat, I've got to change that to a category. I've got to use egg whites instead, so that I'm not storing any fat, because the 4 and the 6 together don't work. They won't work together. There's too much fat in both of those. So, so I'm going to add my ingredients if you want to, you know, make yourself useful. Chit chat for a minute.
You want me to make myself
useful? Make yourself useful.
They're quiet. They're quiet tonight.
So I'm going to do a 1/3 cup of maple
Hey, Renee. Hello, everybody. Yeah, you know, and if you're new here, probably hearing Sasha say the 4, the 6, it's probably a turnoff. That's why you should, for free, go through our fast track program, because you won't know what does she mean a 4? Well, that's a protein plus fat. What is a 6? That's a superfood. So we classify all foods. We categorize them. And then once you have those foods categorized, if you will eat them in that combination, you'll lose weight. It seems like magic, but it's not. It's biology. And that's how we activate our blowtorch. That blowtorch metabolism, where you're burning body fat like taking a blowtorch to butter. Thank you, Renee. Appreciate that. So the program just works. A little bit of learning to do. It really doesn't take that long to learn it. You can come to my live classes during Monday through Friday during the day, or you can go through the fast track pre-recorded system. And once you learn food combining, it's powerful. I mean, that's how our members have self-reported losing more than 4 million pounds. And I wish that this was taught in school. I wish it was taught everywhere. We wouldn't have an obesity epidemic. And people would enjoy their food. We eat good. We eat delicious foods, whether we're eating at a restaurant, whether we're eating at home, whether we're eating at her nanny's last week. We know what to do. We know how to combine foods. If you're new to food combining, it's as simple as, if you want to lose weight, you have a potato with chicken breast, you don't have it with steak. Oh, I love my steak and potato. That's why we have what we call holidays, so that you can have 6 days a month while you're trying to lose weight. You can eat whatever you want. But those other days, if we will make those right combinations, like if I want that potato, I'm going to have chicken breast, potato, and green beans. If I'm going out to a restaurant, we have restaurant rules in our lifestyle where you can eat at any restaurant and still stay approved and still lose weight. You know, losing weight, we were talking before we started the live video with a partner of ours that tries to advise us. And one of the things she has discovered through talking to our team is, one of our team members said, well, one of the problems I'm running into is, ever since COVID, back a couple years ago, it's like people are so distracted, and everyone says they don't have time to learn. But, you know, here's the thing. It takes 2.5 hours over the course of a full week to learn our system. And then you've got a new lifestyle whereby you can lose all of that weight and keep it off forever. You won't ever need a pill, a potion. People are just constantly searching for some miracle. And those miracles, let me tell you, even if they come, the literal unintended consequences of those so-called drugs that are on the market and coming on the market are deadly. All of that energy that we put forth to find a weight loss solution, if we just put the energy into a real program, the food combinations that we talk about are more powerful than pharmaceuticals, yet without the unintended consequences. That's what's so beautiful about our system. Andrea said it's actually less than an hour to do the fast track videos. Wow. Think about that, everybody. Less than an hour. If you've got a why, if you've got a big why, where you are willing to pick up the tool and use it. I always use this analogy. If I go to Home Depot and I buy a drill. It wasn't the drill I wanted, it's the hole in the wall. But I've got to be motivated. I got to know I want a hole in the wall to pick up the drill and use it. We've got the tools that everybody needs to change their life. But you got to have a why. And that was what was discovered in the meeting I was referencing, was people have lost sight of their why. They're giving up on themselves. They don't realize by dropping 30, 40, 50 or more pounds how much their life changes and how quick that can be accomplished. We're also hearing from many people who they have their primary care physician who they're meeting with telling them you'll never be able to lose weight. You're just genetically stuck with this problem. It's not true. It's not true. You can do it. And everything that you're accustomed to eating, pizza, hamburgers, hot dogs, recipes, at your mom's, at mama's, or whatever, Shibboleth has a solution. And it's usually just changing out a couple of ingredients that shuts down the fat bus and you're off to the races. You can have taste great and gain weight, or you can have taste great and lose weight. That rice I just ate, seriously, Sasha, that's the first we've tried that really flavor. Good. That's the bomb. Yeah. That stuff is delicious. Now, what can I do with that? I can do chicken and shrimp stir fry with it. I can do fish and rice like we're doing tonight. I can make me a bean burrito with rice in it. Endless opportunities. I could just take and make an entire meal plan around that rice. And we have thousands of approved products that you can do that with. You come here to me. You come here. You say hey. You say hey to everybody. This is Elvira, everybody. Thank y'all for supporting our ministry. Y'all are also supporting them. See, look, I'll do anything. The Lord called me to this. The Lord never promised me that He was going to give me the resources that I could see to save lives. He just told me to do it, and He'd take care of me. And sometimes it don't look like He's going to take care of me and my family, but He does.
He always does.
He always does. He's a right on time God. And so I will do whatever. I'll be like one of those commercials on TV, you know, where they play the sad music and say, save a life. Y'all need to save Elvira.
No.
Save Elvira. Become a partner tonight. Yeah. Become a partner. Send some stars. Let me show you that rice, Vicky.
She does eat Shibboleth approved for the most part.
That's my baby girl.
All right, so I'm going
to... Let me tell her that rice. Okay. We had somebody just come in. And so what we got here, this rice, real pretty too, is a Spanish flavor, Spanish pilaf. And it's a rice substitute that tastes just like rice, texture and taste, but better. I liked it better.
Yeah, it's a rice pasta, so it's got a...
Fiber gourmet. Yep. You've got 22 grams of fat bus stopping power and 7 grams of protein, which is also fat bus stopping power. And so much that you can do with this. I love going to the Japanese steakhouse, but I can't have their rice and yum yum sauce. But I can make my own yum yum sauce and use a different flavor of fiber gourmet rice, and then pan sear me some shrimp and scallops. And wow, put my yum yum sauce on top of it. Man, I've got a Japanese steakhouse at home and I save money. All right, go ahead, Sasha.
So just the next.
That looks good.
The next. I know. Doesn't that look yummy? It's So this is everything that's just mixed together, and you just mix it so that it's creamy, and then you spoon it into your muffin pan. So again, this is flourless, and what I've read is that the pumpkin puree is what actually makes it fluffy and rise up. But I'm going to throw these in. I'm going to spoon these into my muffin pan and get them in the oven.
Yep. And hey, if you're here and we don't embarrass you too much, share this to your profile. See, Facebook algorithmically we've got so many, the way they've explained it to me, so many cred points against us, our videos are hid. Unless you're directly looking for it, you're not going to find it. And y'all probably found this because you were directly looking for it. So if you'll share it, and you don't mind country people being on your profile. Somebody told me the other day, Travis, I'd share your stuff, but, you know, I like you, but you would embarrass me. People, in other words, he was embarrassed of me being his friend. So anyway, if you're not embarrassed of us talking about Jesus and weight loss with a country twang, share it to your profile. It really helps us get our message out there. So you popping them in your muffin tin.
I am. So you don't want to fill them completely full, but mine are pretty full looking. But I just used the ice cream scoop to get them out there and put them in here. And like I said, this is a 12 muffin, so we're making 12 mini, and we're making a few regular size muffins. So and they'll take about 17 minutes to bake. So either we've got some time we can do, or we'll come make a picture after.
Yeah, so we can just take a picture after. We don't have to keep them. Because you went over the recipe, right?
I did, and it's in the library. And
Recipe's in the library.
And this is super, super, super easy, and just like I like the flourless part myself. So,
yeah,
and it's good for you. It's something you can feel good about giving your kids or whatever for their
I just want to show them, though, like, here's the great thing about using Shibboleth approved ingredients. Sasha, I heard her earlier say that she don't know the portion. She does know the portion. She just forgets.
Well, it depends on if you're going to have a snack or this is a meal, because I suppose you have this as a meal too if you wanted to.
Well, maybe not. I need to relook that recipe. But if I'm assuming, well, you're making some bigger ones. Probably these are going to be like a snack.
Right.
But you just use it for that snack. If it's a recipe and it's a meal recipe, you 2-hand rule or you 6 to 8 inch plate. If it's a snack recipe, 1 hand. So if I make the muffins small, I can have 2. If I make a big one, then 1. You just want to make sure your hand covers it if it's a snack. Anything in the recipe library works that way. If it's designated as a meal, 2 hands. 1 hand of that would be a snack. If it's designated as a snack, then only 1 hand. And then I take the muffin, if my hand covers it and I can't see it, then that's going to be the right portion. It really is that simple. Elvira wants peanut butter for sure.
She does.
She'll eat anything. Now, Enzo is a picky eater. He won't touch peanut butter. That boy won't touch nothing but meat. He's a carnivore. He won't eat processed meat at all. He won't eat a weenie. He won't eat anything that's processed. He only eats real meat. Yep. But Elvira, now she'll eat anything. Girl.
She's like Mikey.
Like Mikey. Sausages like Mikey.
So I saw where some people might reserve a few of the chips to sort of sprinkle on top of this. I didn't do that, so I just mixed them all in there. So they're going in the oven like this. 325 is what I've got my oven set at. And I'm going to throw this in there.
Hershey doesn't, her dog doesn't like peanut butter either. He likes clean. That's like Enzo. Enzo, you got to meet everybody too, buddy. He's so shy.
He's our shy
She's
boy.
not shy. He is so shy. Come here, buddy. And he knows when stuff's going on. This is my buddy. He's a good boy. He won't eat nothing but meat. He's so stoic. Everybody thinks he's mad, but he's the sweetest baby. He just don't have any facial expressions. If you spend a day with my Enzo, you'll think he's a human. Tell him, hey, buddy, don't be shy. Don't be shy, buddy. Tell him, hey.
He's a sweet boy. He's a good boy.
He's the best. He's the best.
Yeah, he is.
Karen says, hey, you handsome boy. She'd love on you if she was here. She'd show you some loving. You think, every time somebody sees him, he's just kind of chilling. But, boy, when he gets to running and playing, if anybody's ever had a Boston, he'll just zoom. He's special boy. Elvira's special, too, but she's a puppy. She's a dog. But he's a human. He thinks he's human. He really does. Hey, look, these is our members. Say hey. Look right up here. Don't look so sad. Don't look so sad. These.
He's not a sad boy, but I will say that with all of the hammering and
the hurricane hit us hard, so all that hammering all day, he walks around shaking. He does not like his rituals to be upset. He did not like.
It's made him a little nervous, so we've got a. She's a daredevil. She doesn't miss a thing. She doesn't shy away from a thing, but he is a little more shy. So.
Yeah.
And a little more reserved.
So she's got about 15 more minutes with those. We're not going to make you wait for that. So what we'll do is when they come out of the oven, we'll take a photo of them and post them here in the page so you can see how they turned out. But that's it. Nothing to it. So tonight we're having pollock fish cooked in MCT oil and seasoned. And we're having a Spanish pilaf from Fiber Gourmet. And if we so desire, because we haven't had 3 eating episodes today, we could have one of those muffins, plus we'll have them tomorrow if we need one as a snack, an approved snack. 325 degrees for how many minutes, Sasha?
For this, it says for 17 minutes for the mini muffins. Since I have 12 mini muffins and 6 large muffins in there, so I'll probably take the mini muffins out and then let the large ones cook for another 2 to 3 minutes. So, but I've made it one other time, and I thought they were fantastic. I was so surprised. I was actually surprised that pumpkin by itself is kind of bland. It has there's a aura to it or flavor to it, but it's not super sweet. It's not very, it's pretty, but it's a category 2, and there's so many things that you can make with pumpkin. You could probably have even added a little pumpkin spice to that if you wanted a little more pumpkin flavor, but it's not meant to be. The pumpkin is just the ingredient that makes it fluffy and makes it more healthy than others. It was, like I said, the recipe was called a Flourless pumpkin chocolate chip muffin. So, hey, I saw pumpkin, I saw peanut butter, I saw chocolate chips. I was like, I'm making that one. I can figure that out.
I just had an idea. If you got to go, it's okay. But just, we may get to see them yet, because I was looking around at the house, and I hope nobody takes this wrong. I would never tell you to model my life. I am a flawed character, except for in one area. And God has really blessed me with being able to overcome obesity with a different mindset and with some knowledge. And I tell Sasha sometimes I feel like they get tired of me. Sometimes I get so fired up about this, I start foaming at the mouth, and that's what my friend meant. He didn't want to share me on his profile. It's embarrassing to him. But I can't help it. It's like a fire shut up in my bones, because I know how I felt about myself emotionally and physically when I was overweight. I know what it cost me. Even though it was costing me more than I ever knew it was. Losing weight changed my life. And this is so easy. All we did was switch out the types of... I used to eat cereal, and this grabbed my attention. Watch this. I used to get up in the morning and have cereal. It tastes good to me, and it was quick and easy, but I gained weight. That's why I ended up over 300 pounds. I'd have that cereal, all that starch, and then I would have whole milk or skim milk. I thought I was doing good with skim milk and cereal. And I was combining sugar on top of sugar, provoking my fat bus, couldn't lose weight to save my life, didn't know why. Going to the gym back then, all those kind of things.
Yep.
I was going to show them that one too.
That one's discontinued.
Oh, okay. So
I just want to make sure.
All right,
You can show this one for sure, but this
so
one's,
we got it's good that we got some.
Yeah, I know it. I know.
So anyway,
Sorry.
whole milk. You're talking about fat and sugar. Whole milk's nothing but fat and sugar. And I was putting it with more starch on top of starch. And boy, I was gaining the weight because of the fat bust, that insulin hormone. But now I can have, I use various, we've got more than 60 approved cereals. And I use my cereal. Now, there's some at the supermarket you can have too. All you got to do is check the library and you'll find plenty of cereals. Even
you can have Reese's Puffs. You have Reese's Puffs.
Now, but wait a minute. Whoa.
Oh, sorry.
Stay with me. She likes Reese's Puffs, but
I do.
They have a 0 weight loss meter. Meaning, and see, that's what I love about Shibboleth. We even tell you based upon how fast you want to lose weight, which products to choose. It's a 0 weight loss meter, meaning it won't hurt you but won't help you as long as you have the right milk with it. Watch. Are we out of milk?
Nope, it's in the back there.
So by switching my milk and using this milk with my Reese's Puffs, I lose fat. If I want to lose body fat faster, I can use a high protein cereal. Looks like a little Cheerio.
Yep, those are berry and
they're delicious Cheerios that are high protein.
That's a cocoa.
Look, show the Count Chocula. Anybody remember Count Chocula? Why would I eat Count Chocula or feed that to my kids with skim milk or whole milk when our cereals have enough protein and or fiber in them to neutralize the bust? And I just use one of the approved milks that helps shut down insulin.
And that's a mixed berry. This is a high protein cereal that we are carrying now. You've got a cinnamon vanilla, you've got chocolate peanut butter, and I know for me when the kids were still in school and I was trying to send them off to school with a good breakfast or a good something I could feel good about, I noticed a significant difference in the way that the kids felt because they were eating so much sugar and junk, whether it's a Pop-Tart or cereal that they liked getting off to school. I felt so much better about just changing the milk, and they really didn't even notice it. But they might still have Reese's Puffs, or they might have Cheerios, or they might have some of the ones that are they like the Special K berries, all of the little cereals with berries. But changing up that milk, and they felt good and energetic, and they went off to school. It was a much better feeling for me as a mom to know that they were getting a good quality breakfast, a healthy breakfast, even though they weren't trying to lose weight. It was nutritionally, it was just better for them.
Well, and again, the ladies like to talk food. It's like that drill scenario I gave you earlier. If you don't know what you're trying to get, you won't use the tool. If you want to lose weight, do what I do. In our house, I was looking around. That's why I'm going on this diatribe. I was looking around. I'm like, no wonder we're successful with the program. Almost everything in the house is approved. So, for example, if I'm craving ice cream, we have more than 60 approved ice creams. This is better than anything at Kilwin's. It tastes delicious. This is a salted caramel swirl. And if I haven't had too many eating episodes and I want this, boom, I have it. Sometimes for lunch, instead of having a full portion of this, I'll have a half portion along with a half of a birthday cake cookie and ice cream, and lose weight because I'm shutting down the fat bus. So what if I used to dunk. Here's how my journey was. I'd lose weight for a couple of days, and as soon as I hit a plateau, because I didn't know how my body worked, and I wasn't losing anymore, I'd throw my hands up in there and I'd quit. And I'd be right back to eating 2 columns of Oreos, baptizing them in whole milk. Now look, I've got my fat-free Fairlife milk, and I've got an Oreo that shuts down the fat bus. I just dip it in milk. And it's satisfying, and it's when it's time to have my snack episode. An Oreo. All we're doing is pivoting. This thing's not hard. It's just a pivot. And you just drop the body fat again, like taking a blowtorch to butter. You just got to know what you're doing. Let's see what else we got. Somebody's wanting soup. Or mac and cheese. I used to eat boxes and boxes a month of Kraft mac and cheese. I still can. Advanced Health Systems mac and cheese tastes just like Kraft mac and cheese, but better. But it's fortified with protein and fiber, so I shut down the fat bus. There's tons of different high-protein soups that when you're craving a soup, you have the approved soup and you lose the weight. The list goes on and on and on of the number of things that we can have on this program. Sasha's already mentioned peanut butter, oatmeal, pickles are in here. That's a freebie. Fiber gourmet thinables.
I recently discovered. Yep.
Everything. Everything in here is approved, Sasha.
Yep. Just pretty much. I've just well, you can show them the bread too.
Yeah, I mean,
but the oatmeal, a lot of this is the high protein oatmeal, so it's a category 1 on the program. It is it's 110 calories. It's great oatmeal on its own. But I discovered I'm in maintenance, so when I'm trying to maintain and I want to do a little something fancy with this, I have this oatmeal too, the fiber and protein. Usually with this one, I want to add a little bit of sugar-free maple syrup or something. I might even add a little bit of a Splenda to this one because I want to get it flavored up a little bit. You can actually have 2 packets as your meal. 1 packet would be your snack. So, but with this now, I have found that if I mix it with this, 1 pack of this fiber and protein Quaker oatmeal, which is a category 2 and 3. So I've got my 1. This is a meal replacement or 1. Now it's left me. It's 15 grams of protein. So I've got this one.
That could be a 1 or a meal replacement.
Okay, yeah. So rather than doing 2 packets of this, I put 1 packet of this with 1 packet of one of these. I don't have to add anything to it. It's a perfect combination. It's a great morning treat because I really feel like oatmeal is kind of a treat. And this is the way that I'll get my oatmeal back in because oatmeal is something that a lot of people might eat coming into the program because it's healthy to eat oats. But for our purposes, when you're trying to lose body fat, having that by itself doesn't work unless you've got the right amount of protein and fiber to go with it. Because it's an energy source. So your body, rather than using body fat storage for energy, all of a sudden it's like your gear switches and it goes boom, and it wants to use that oatmeal for that carb in the oatmeal for energy, which is why when you're going to the gym and working out a lot, they'll tell you to carb up or get your energy from carbs. We are trying to get energy from body fat storage. So I keep tapping into my body fat for energy. I'm going to combine these two and have a great, this would probably be a 0 on the weight loss meter, probably more of a maintenance type of a meal, but these are great because this satisfies, these are just great together. So if you haven't tried that, I encourage you to try that. And with this oatmeal, just in case you've tried it or not, heat up your water first and then add your oatmeal to it. And then I've had one of those or more maybe overflow on me in the microwave, but they're so good and they're so good for you and so worth it. So.
Yeah, and it's again mindset. So when I gained all that weight, I was eating white bread with regular, different deli meats and cheese. You talking about fat storage? Now all I did was pivot. I've got my boar's head ham or turkey. I've got my approved cheese found at the local grocery store. And we've got more than 60 approved breads that have enough protein and fiber to shut down the fat bus. Still tastes like the sandwich I used to have. Still tastes like the wrap that I used to have. It all tastes the same except for taste and gain weight in the old days. Now tastes great and lose weight. If I could take every individual on the earth that has a weight issue, you're a food addict like I was, you eat due to boredom and stress and anxiety or whatever, if you just tell me come to class, just tell me what you eat, and I'll give you a pivot. I'll give you a void replacement for that. And if you'll do it my way instead of your way, the weight just falls off. That's it. It's miraculous. It seems like a miracle, but it's biology.
Even if all that you do is change out your bread. I was hooked onto the program, and yes, Lisa, you can have one package of each, mix them together in your weight loss mode. So it depends on the kind of day you're having. If you are feeling like you want to, you're trying to.
We did it. We talked them to death so you can show them the muffins.
It's more of a maintenance breakfast. But it's it's great to have that early in the day. So depending on what kind of day you're having, you could have that for breakfast and then get really more strict with the -3s, -2 during the rest of the day to activate your blowtorch. But that's a great way to kind of it's very filling. So it's a great breakfast, whatever mode that you're in. But again, it just depends on your goal and how fast you're wanting to get there. Of course, a better option is going to be egg whites. Period. Or the cereal and milk that he's talking about, that's, you've got good, better, best with everything. That's what's so great about the program is it is so versatile. There's so many options.
Flexible, adaptable.
And one of the first things that I had was when I learned about this was I could have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich on bread that looks like. Where did the bread go? It looks like white. It looks like Sunbeam, yeah. And I had peanut butter and jelly until I learned more and what else I could have, and I was really satisfied with that. And grilled cheese. I mean, you talk about grilled cheese. You talk about cheese, peanut butter, and bread, all under the same program, and I can lose weight with that. Y'all, I didn't believe it, but I mean, I did it. And I certainly was pleasantly surprised, and I thought, I don't know what happened, how that happened, but I want to learn more.
Show them those beautiful muffins that you just made. These are beautiful. They are to me. I'm easy to please, though.
Oh, they did.
They turned out beautiful.
So yeah. You're supposed to. Those actually look like they're done too. So the rules say that you have to kind of let these sit for about 15 minutes so that they really get completely cool. So we're gonna let them sit, and we're gonna take them out of the pan, let them sit another 15 minutes. But they're just supposed to get completely cool before you try to remove them from the pans. And the big ones turned out pretty good too, I think. So we'll have to show you these when they come out of here. I'm gonna let them cool a little bit and then remove these. But these they look really good. So I'm excited to do this. And I'm not big on, I haven't done, I've used Carb Quick for the cinnamon biscuits, but I haven't done the blueberry muffins. And I'm kind of afraid to because I'm not super big baker, but this, I had these ingredients and it seemed pretty easy. Give me just a few ingredients and, something that's really super, feels like I'm really cheating. So these are really good.
Yeah.
So make them with them. I think they're gonna love them, Lisa.
Pumpkin puree, peanut butter.
This is the original recipe, so I substituted.
You could use these, where's that pumpkin puree can? Let me make sure what you're using. Yeah, you probably could use these you probably could get away with using these as a category 2. Yeah, because all that fiber. Well, there's a lot of peanut butter in it, but still there's so much fiber. We'll look at it and we'll add it to the library the right way.
Yep.
But probably best as a snack. But if I wanted to have a light meal, I don't know why I couldn't have one of those as a dessert right after I ate the meal. But we'll write that up tomorrow. They look delicious.
That's why I like to be. I like learning.
I need to run that cup of peanut butter because The whole recipe had a cup of peanut butter.
Right.
But you look at all those muffins, so there's not much peanut butter in there is what I'm looking at.
Right.
Per muffin.
So
we might could use this as a category 2. I'll just have to really look at it.
Oh, another thing I'm excited to make soon is some breaded. Actually, there's I think it's a spinoff of meatloaf, which I have learned I love meatloaf as an adult. But there's some that call for breadcrumbs, and this breadcrumb. These are panko crumbs. They are pork rind crumbs, and they are, depending on how they're used, they're going to be a category 4, but they are a great substitute when your recipe, depending on what your recipe is, to use in place of one that calls for breadcrumbs. We used to have to toast our category 2 bread and grind that up really fine, which I still do depending on what we've got. But I'm excited to use these in a couple of new recipes.
There's a lot of flours that you can use on our program. Textured vegetable protein, Carb Quick, Fiber Gourmet, that stuff she just showed you. The options are truly endless. Sasha, you have anything else you want to share with them?
I don't think so. I think that's it. I'm gonna have to.
Time for dinner. We're glad y'all came, and thank you all for the stars. We really appreciate it. Hope.
Oh, what are you looking for, Lisa?
Sorry.
Yes, it does smell good in here.
It was down where she said that.
Yep, I was looking to see if there was something else.
I hope
maybe the breadcrumbs or the pork.
A lot of this is on Amazon. The pork.
Those you had ordered them before.
This
is
on Amazon.
Yeah. It is on Amazon, but it was also at our Publix, and the Publix that's near us is a really small. It's a smaller Publix, so it doesn't have a lot of the variety of the larger Publixes in our area. So if you have a Publix near you, all of the stuff that we are using is coming from Publix. Unless we've gotten it from our own selves. So, but yeah, this was good. So thank you, Lisa.
Thank y'all all. We appreciate you.
Yes,
and I hope to see some of you in class tomorrow at 11 a.m.
I'll post some pictures.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.